You know that feeling, right? When a worry just takes over and feels like the absolute center of the universe? Well, today we're gonna flip that on its head. We're going to use something that's actually huge, the entire cosmos, to shrink that worry right back down to size. Let's dive in. I mean, really think about it for a second. That deadline that's breathing down your neck, that awkward conversation you keep replaying, that cringy thing you did last week that keeps you up at night. We all have them. But what if? What if there was a way to look at all of that and just see how incredibly tiny it really is? That's the whole game plan for today. All right, to pull this off, we've got to get some perspective. And I mean a cosmic level of perspective. We're going to zoom out, way out. We'll start right here at home, but trust me, you're about to see it in a totally new light. So, here we are. This is home, planet Earth. But forget the maps, forget the countries for a second. At its core, it's just this gorgeous, lushly coated wet rock hurtling through the blackness of space. Every single thing that's ever happened to anyone, every war, every love story, every invention, it all happened right here. Okay, now let's pull back a bit. Our home starts to look more like an island. Just this tiny, fragile marble of blue and white, floating all by itself in this immense, silent darkness. It's kind of lonely, right? Just this one little outpost in the staggering, mind-boggling emptiness of our solar system. And we're not stopping there. Let's keep zooming out. Our whole solar system, Jupiter, Saturn, our little rock, the whole thing just shrinks and shrinks until, poof, it's just one tiny little flicker of light. One out of hundreds of billions of stars in our galaxy, the Milky Way. It's like an endless city made of stars, and we're living way out in the quietest, most distant suburb you can imagine. But the biggest zoom out isn't even about space. It's about time. Get this. If the entire 13.8 billion year history of the universe was a movie, all of human history, everything we've ever done, wouldn't even be a single frame. It's less than a blink, a tiny, beautiful flash. So, feeling small yet? I hope so. Because that feeling, that's where the magic is. So right about now, you might be thinking, okay, I'm a speck on a speck and a speck. This is depressing. And I get it, it sounds pretty bleak, but here's the twist. A really old philosophy has an answer that's actually incredibly empowering. It's time to talk about the Stoic secret. First things first, Stoicism is not about being some kind of robot with no feelings. That's a huge misconception. It's actually about something really simple, knowing the difference between what you can control and what you can't. You can't control the universe, you can't control the traffic, you definitely can't control what other people do. But the one thing you always have power over, your own response. That's your kingdom, that's where you're the boss. And check this out. This idea comes from Marcus Aurelius. We're not talking about some New Age influencer. This was a Roman emperor. The guy was arguably the most powerful man in the world at the time, and even he realized that his real strength wasn't in commanding armies, but in commanding his own mind. That's huge. This is the core idea, the great divide. Think of it like two buckets. In one bucket, you've got everything you can't control. The cosmos, what happened yesterday, what Karen from accounting thinks of you. We spend so much time and energy trying to mess with that bucket. But the Stoics say, nope, forget that bucket. Your job is to focus only on the other one, the bucket you can control, and that's your thoughts, your reactions, your choices. Your real power isn't out there somewhere. It's right here inside you. Okay, so what happens when you put these two big ideas together? You take that mind-blowing cosmic perspective and you combine it with this laser focus on your inner world. Well, something pretty amazing happens. You find freedom, a really unique kind of freedom. When you really stop and think about it, the whole situation is, well, it's kind of hilarious. It's absurd. Here we are, these tiny beings on a tiny rock, getting all worked up about emails and spilled coffee. And embracing that absurdity, it's not depressing at all. It's the most liberating feeling in the world. It takes all the pressure off. Your problems are not the center of the universe. And honestly, isn't that just the best news you've heard all day? Because once you're free from all that small stuff, you can finally focus on what actually matters. You can be kind to someone without needing anything back. You can love people with everything you've got, because you know this moment is precious. You can focus on building your character, because that's the one thing that's truly yours. And maybe best of all, you can just stop and look around and just be amazed that you exist at all. This incredible, unlikely, brief experience of being alive, that's the it. Don't waste it. The real tragedy isn't making a mistake or having a bad day. The real tragedy is letting those tiny worries get so big that you forget to marvel at the whole crazy, beautiful thing. So, here's the challenge. The next time a worry starts to feel like the biggest thing in the world, just zoom out. Picture that tiny rock in the vast, silent darkness, and then zoom right back in to this very moment. Remember that your true power is right here, in how you choose to live this one brief, beautiful, totally absurd life. The choice of how you're going to make it shine, that's all you. Thanks for coming on this little cosmic trip with me.